Welcome to the O3React tutorial on how to make a simple meeting. First of all, you need to orientate yourself within the system. Now you'll find that from no matter which module you're in, you'll be able to create a meeting. This can be done through the top left-hand corner under New Items. The downside to this is it's not always specified within the system which folder you're within, and it might ask you to put in a folder. So for example, if I came back to Meetings and I select Projects at the top, come back to the dashboard and go New Meeting, it will ask me to specify which folder I would like to put the meeting in. If I come back, however, to the Meetings module, I can select the folder I'm interested in and go New Meeting. So I'm going to say G20 2017 Annual Meeting. You could put a purpose in here. You could say who's the chair is going to be, so it'll be Angela Merkel. She's the President of Germany. And a location, we could say head office. We can also put a date and time as we wish. Then I just need to add who's going to come. So this is quite a simple process. Bill Clinton. As you can see, you can put optional required. Angela Merkel could be optional required, and you could say how their attendance occurred, whether it be video, phone, in person, did they delegate it to someone else, did they make their apologies, or were they just absent. So in this case, they're going to be in person, and Mr. Bill Clinton is going to be in video. You can understand, you can repeat this process and you can add more people. So I'll just put, for one more, I'll put Mr. Barack Obama, optional, and apologies. So you can now see if I print my minutes, I've got a basic outline of my meeting. I can say when it is, who's coming, and who's made apologies, and who's going to get a copy of these minutes. And you can see that there's no agenda items at this point. So let's go ahead and make an agenda item. You can see you click to the agenda/outcomes, and then you can click agenda. Once you have an agenda, you can assign objects to an agenda. So children of the parent being the agenda item. So let's go, agenda might be science discussion. The duration is going to be 120 minutes and the presenter might be Mr. Barack Obama. There we go. So if you come along, we can then add, any meeting is made up of a series of elements, whether it be, say, someone presenting information, somebody making a statement, decisions taken by the group or an individual or by consensus, or actions can be allocated to people, and there can be updates against actions. Any one of these objects can be reflected within the system, so I can go add information, add a statement, add a decision, add an action, or add an action update. Action updates, you just have to search and find the action you'd like to update within the system. Reasonably straightforward, and if you click here, we'll actually show you the action that you're updating. So that's resolved. It's interesting, the error has been showed that if the person is going to present at the meeting, they must actually be required to attend. Now, I had put Barack Obama's attendance as optional. I'll make that required, and therefore the error will go away when I hit save. Now if I come back here, my information points, I can put any information I want and I can put any text I want. This is a free text field that allows for rich text formatting. This can be done for any one of them, and you can see if I pull some text from the internet, this is just on bugs or bacteria. To be more precise, I can put that text in. So this is bacteria. This might as well have been viruses. And this is a statement about viruses made by Barack Obama. This is information about bacteria presented by Mr. Barack Obama. But let's say the viruses were actually done by President Angela Merkel. I can just select Merkel. There we go. Now, as for decisions, decisions can be made by group consensus, majority vote, or by an individual. If it was an individual, you can say who it is and what the outcome was. But let's say it was a group consensus, and it was evidently agreed or disagreed. And you can put some details of the decision there. You can also assign an action. Who's the action for? Let's say it's Angela Merkel. You can say when the due date the action is, and you can put whether it's critical, high or low, and you can say where you'd like to store that action, which point I'd like to put it under the budget. The owner is going to be the administrator in this case, and you can put the details again of the action and what you'd like them to do and the summary. And again, you can provide, in the very last one, an action update. You can provide an update on that detail. Just like before, you can put text and document in about what happened in the meeting in regards to that action. So there is a simple document, and now I can go print preview, and I will see all the elements of this quick meeting. Now, let's go look. I'm going to discard that for now. Let's go look at already pre-populated and complete meeting. So look at the G20 annual meeting, and we can now see the full minutes, who's been asked to come, they're attending in person, what the purpose of the meeting is, time and date, and you can see here that you've actually got a summary of actions. So there's 3 new actions for this meeting, and there's 3 decisions from this meeting. Then you can see the full document plus attachments. So this is something new, and any one of these objects in the meeting can have attachments. Here you go. And for any object, you can simply come along, and this, for example, is an agenda, and I can just come along and add an attachment. And you can open that attachment. I don't think Lewis Hamilton belongs in this meeting, so I have removed him. And that gives you an idea of the power. Now, if you want to send this meeting to people, you can just go send agenda via meeting invite, and that will actually build you an email. In Outlook with the attached meeting minutes with just the agenda items, and that'll invite people to the meeting. I can also send around the meeting minutes once they're complete. So just go send meeting minutes. Again, it does the same thing. It builds an Outlook email to be sent around. Again, with the full meeting minutes this time, with all the details, and people can access those actions by clicking. It'll load the login page. And there you go, there's the attachment. If you're not logged in, it'll ask you to log in. In this case, the person is already logged in. And there we go. That ends our presentation on how to build a simple meeting.